Guys, we're here with Ted Smith, the former president of the Yankee chapter of the Antique Motorcycle Club of America, and one of the finest BMW restoration artists I've ever met. His bikes preceded me. I knew of his bikes before I met him, and this R66 is no exception. But don't take my word for it. There's 3 judge reports here from national shows showing 99.5 point, let's see, a 99.25 point, and a 98.5 point rating on these, which is as close to 100 point as you're gonna get on a bike, unless it just came out of the crate. And the odometer is showing now 7 miles. It had, I think, 5 when we took it out of the museum. It's been on display in the museum here for years. Ted's selling this bike. It's been given a full comprehensive frame off restoration. Check this out. Check out this massive pile of receipts right here. There's probably 50 receipts here. We added them up, $6,500 in parts, plus the paint job was $3,000. That's $9,500 in parts were invested. And that's not, that wasn't all the receipts, because he was doing multiple bikes at that time. And in any event, it's a spectacular example, the finest running and looking one I've ever seen. It's perfect in every respect. Brand new tires, everything's been done on the bike, and it looks and runs like a brand new motorcycle would. Ted, tell us about the journey of you said it was about 150 hours labor. I think that's a conservative estimate. And just to put that in perspective, if you pay at a shop like ours to do that, it's a minimum $150 an hour. You're looking at well over $20,000 in labor and over 10 grand in parts. So this is to get perfection. If you want perfection, if you're a BMW collector and you want the finest 600 R60/6 for sale on planet Earth today, this is it. Ted, tell us a little bit about the journey from taking this bike to the 99.5 point status it's at right now.
It's a long, cold, snowy winter.
And many hours.
And therefore many hours in the basement. On the paint, you might notice that under the fenders is the original white. It's not painted. Most times when people do a repaint, they bike color under the fenders.
Okay.
You notice they're still white?
I didn't notice that until you mentioned it.
Yeah. Little details people don't see.
Is this the same company that painted your R90?
Yeah.
Yeah, that paint job was over $4 grand. A little bit different. This one was a $3,000 paint job. This is a 1-tone. The other one was a 2-tone. And the pipes on it, those are brand new also, correct?
Yep.
What was done to the engine?
Name it, everything went from main bearings to clutch. There's a modern alternator in there, and the ignition is now solid state using a magnetic pickup on the crankshaft, not the camshaft, which means the timing is perfectly equal side to side now. Whereas sometimes if it's off the cam, it can be off a degree or two either way. So
new piston, new rings, new top end, new bottom end bearings, all new gaskets and seals. Everything's been done to this bike.
Everything. New kickstart quadrant too.
And the carburetors are fully rebuilt?
I actually had to send them to Bing, the manufacturer, to restore them.
Okay.
So they're all correct, CAD plated, but completely redone by Bing.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, so the carburetors were restored by Bing to basically brand new. They're remanufactured basically,
yep.
Right? Are the wheels the original wheels?
Those are the original wheels.
How did you get them looking brand new like that?
Well, we polished them and replaced the spokes.
Very nice. Stainless spokes, I imagine?
You got it.
Brand new Metzler tires?
Yep.
With how many miles total? I know the odometer had 2 on it when you put it on it, right? So
I had probably 3 miles on the speedometer when I got it. So pushing it around the showroom and you test driving it zealously.
Yep.
It's up to what, 7?
Okay, so the brakes are all new, the forks are completely rebuilt, all the bearings, steering head bearings, everything's been redone on this bike.
Yep.
And are these gauges an NOS set? Is that what that is? So those are not restored, those are NOS.
Those are NOS.
I didn't see the receipt for that. That must have been a pretty penny, huh? We don't want to remember that one, huh? So the fuel cap's beautiful, inside of the tank is beautiful, all the switchgear housings, everything looks brand new. Ted, show them underneath the custom touches you've done underneath the seat.
Oh, just little things. They use plastic nuts, and I don't like plastic nuts. So these I made, and up under here I made them, if you can see them.
Those are brass, the ones underneath there. Those are beautiful.
Thank you.
It's like jewelry. And look how beautiful underneath the seat is redone here. Everything is beautifully restored to
put the label on it.
condition. So
Brand new toolkit.
it's really ready for another 50 years, for sure.
It's just a shame that I have to part with her. But with my health the way it is, it's time to get rid of them.
Understood. So just to give you a little insight, Ted previously sold 6 of Ted's BMWs to one collector for $340,000.
340 plus.
That's over $70,000 each. Why? Well, they're absolutely the finest examples, judged and confirmed the finest examples worldwide. So just a real craftsman. Ted's had a lifelong love affair with these motorcycles, and he's ready to let them go for someone else to enjoy them. This is the definition of a museum quality example. It's been on display in the museum since, well, was it 2018 or 2019? I think you bought them here. I don't remember, but
I don't know on this one. I can look it up if I wanted to.
So they've been on display for a while. Ted drained all the fuel out of them. All we had to do was put VP ethanol-free fuel in it, and the batteries were kept on a tender, so it fired right up. The bike is, as he said it would, and it runs perfect. So if you're looking for the world's finest BMW R66 for sale today, your ship just came in. If you're a guy who wants perfection, well, this is it. Anything else we might have left out that you might want to add, Ted?
I can't think of anything, Ken. Like silly little things. I replaced the strainers in the fuel line. I hate external filters, so it's got new strainers inside the fuel lines.
That's a nice touch.
It's one you don't see.
That's where the magic is, where you can't see it, right?
Yeah. It's built for me to ride as a lighter bike, and enough complaining about me. It's like I say, I have to part with a few of them.
I know it's going to be. It's like letting your puppies go if you have a puppy farm. It's like you hate to see them go, and I'm going to hate to see them go. Every day I walk through the museum and look at these and think of you and grateful it was here. So whoever buys this, if you want to leave it in the museum, would be honored to have them on display here. But we don't have it in the budget to buy them ourselves. Otherwise, we wouldn't be talking about this. So you guys get a shot to buy this spectacular BMW. If you have any questions, give us a call, 860-454-7024. My son Kenny Jr. will handle the sale for you and the transfer of title and everything else. Ship it right to your door, anywhere in the continental U.S., licensed, insured, enclosed, with the same shippers that shipped his $70,000 BMWs flawlessly. So we can also finance this too, believe it or not, through Freedom Road if you want to finance it. And we'll take care of you just like we do all our other clients. I'm honored to represent you, Ted. Thank you.
Thank you, Ken.
Thank you for displaying your machines here all these years.
Thank you for helping with this.
Ted's been a benefactor of the museum since the day we opened, and has been a big part of our success here, displaying his spectacular machines. So thanks again, Ted, from the bottom of my heart. Appreciate it. Thank you all for watching. Hit the like and subscribe if you want more killer classic content, and God bless America.